Hi class, I'm Madeline. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about my film critique. I went ahead and watched the movie that Professor Ryan recommended, which was Train to Busan, just because it was on Netflix, and honestly I don't really know a lot of zombie movies, so I feel like I'm just gonna go ahead and do whatever she recommends, and I don't regret it. It was a great movie. I cried a million times. Maybe it's because I'm just an emotional person, but if you guys watch that one too, let me know how you guys liked it. I think it was great. The plot twist at the end definitely took me off guard. I did not expect that. I'm not gonna spoil it if you guys didn't get to watch it, but if y'all didn't, y'all should. With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the similarities first, and if I look down, it's because I have my notes here. So I definitely saw a family dynamic in between this film and Night of the Living Dead. You know how we have everybody in the house kind of represent the American family. In this film we have the main actor, which is a guy, and his daughter, and then we see a pregnant female and her husband. They all kind of work together throughout the film to save each other. They look after each other the whole entire film pretty much. So that to me represented a family. That was one of the similarities that I saw between Train to Busan and one of Romero's films. Another one is the cause of infection. It's pretty much the same. If a zombie bites you, then you become a zombie and you get infected. They also go after the flesh, so they are flesh-eating zombies, which is kind of like the whole thing that Romero started. He created pretty much the whole zombie era, so that's definitely the same. So I would say that it does go after what Romero started, which is the flesh-eating zombies. There is a couple of differences, but one of the main ones that I saw is that the zombies in Train to Busan are actually blind in the dark. So the movie takes place in a train most of the time, given the title Train to Busan. And whenever they go through tunnels, the zombies become blind. They kind of just can't see, and they just wander around. They stopped wanting to attack. As soon as they see a person, then they go after them, but if they're in the dark, then they kind of just mind their own business. They're also really fast in Train to Busan versus the Romero zombies, which are a little bit slower. They do run a little bit, but definitely not as fast. These zombies in Train to Busan can also jump. Like, they jump really high, and they have like nothing stopping them. If they're after a person, they're gonna run over people, jump over things to get to you. So that was one of the main differences, other than the fact that the zombies are blinded in the dark. And their eyes, they do look different. Their eyes are kind of blurred in Train to Busan. So the zombies in Romero, you know, you can kind of recognize who they were as a living person versus the ones in Train to Busan. They have veins popping out everywhere, and the main thing is their eyes. Their eyes are blurred. So I think that's also one of the main differences between these zombies and the zombies in Romero's film. Also, it was a really great movie. So if you guys didn't get to watch it, I definitely recommend it. I think that overall this film kind of does follow the same thing that Romero's do. You know, the flesh eating zombies, and they go after people, and then you get infected. So overall, I would definitely say that this film took after Romero's. It is a Korean movie, so maybe not, but in my opinion, I definitely saw a connection between the two. So that's my critique.